Let's bring in Congressman Robert Garcia of California, a member of the House DOJ subcommittee. Thank you so much, Congressman. You're on this subcommittee. Do you all have any oversight of these teenage and 20-something DOJ people who are taking Americans' data?
Well, we're absolutely going to be investigating it, and we should be looking at it. I mean, what's happening right now is complete insanity. You have the world's richest man sending out his team of kids, in some cases, out there in all of our agencies, manipulating data, causing all sorts of disruptions. And what's really, I think, a critical moment right now that we're in is they are doing things that are highly illegal and unconstitutional. And so I think we've got to investigate it. We're going to be bringing it up at our first committee meeting, which is, of course, this Wednesday. And most importantly, we're going to continue to expose Elon Musk and the reason why he's doing this. And we shouldn't forget that he is trying, as much as he can, to destroy our agencies so that he can get the biggest tax cut possible for him and his billionaire friends.
Is it just tax cuts? It does seem to me that he's also looking to remove oversight of his businesses. I want to go back to the fact that he is trying to turn Twitter into a financial services company, like a PayPal, where you can use it to make payments. That would be very convenient for him to do without a Consumer Financial Protection Board or with that bureau in the hands of his friend Russ Vought, because then he could, if he were to cheat people, if there were to be people losing money. We've already seen lots of Trump's own fans losing money on his meme coin. If he were to do something that defrauded the people who were using it, or if people just lost money, there'd be no police. He's essentially saying he wants to run through the bank without any bank officers in the room.
I mean, I think that's absolutely correct. And let's remember also, by destroying our institutions, he can sell off or privatize some of those to his friends. He himself can take some of the operations of government, use that to even become richer, already the richest man on the planet, manipulate that data, and then use his companies, which, by the way, he is getting, as you know, more from the federal government than any other person, from all the contracts and federal contracts that he is getting through his companies. And at the same time, he is not required to not finance, essentially, to not have any sort of his finances out there in the public realm. And so he's not telling the public what he's actually benefiting from. He continues to make more and more money off of the federal government. And now he wants to either privatize or himself wants to run some of these operations. And so it's all incredibly concerning. But you're also going to hear Democrats continue to raise this forcefully and aggressively in the DOJ subcommittee and all across in different committees across the Congress.
But to what end? I mean, they've already had more than 15 days to download the data. How would we even know if they've uploaded software, if they've put spyware? We just don't know what they've done with the data, where it is, and if they've copied it. So if the American people's data is already potentially compromised, and again, the president of the United States is in the compromising classified documents business and is already a convicted felon. So if there are crimes going on, how would we even know if you all can't even subpoena Elon Musk and get some transparency?
Well, that's right. And we tried to subpoena Elon Musk, as you know, and Republicans, of course, rejected that. Well, we're going to try everything possible that we can do to try to find out those answers. I think it's incredibly important. We do know that we're also incredibly concerned about foreign influence as it relates to Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And so not only could our data be actually weaponized against us, manipulated, monetized, but it also could be given to foreign governments to actually hurt us and our national security. So it's all incredibly concerning, but we've got to expose it. And I think what's really important when we have these discussions at our committees is that we treat this as the bar fight that it is and bring every weapon available to us to fight. This is not a moment where we should be holding hands with Republicans or hoping for some sort of bipartisan compromise. This is a time where we've got to bring the fire every single time, protest every single place where that DOJ team is at, and continue to call out Elon Musk for what he's trying to do, which is raid the federal government.
Let me ask you this, because the Democrats are in the minority, so you have only so much leverage. Have you all essentially made it clear to Mike Johnson that until they allow you all to subpoena Big Balls and the normalized Indian hate guy, at least subpoena them or subpoena Elon Musk, no votes on the budget? No votes, no Democratic votes at all to keep the government open. That is leverage Democrats have theoretically, right? Are you all prepared to use it?
Look, I think we're very prepared to use all of our leverage. And I think that, look, Leader Jeffries is in those conversations right now. I'm personally not interested in giving Republicans any votes for absolutely anything until we get actual answers and protect the American people's public data and data that people are trusting us to have. And so I think we've got to continue to do those efforts and continue to shut down their meetings. I mean, this just a few days ago, we were at the Department of Labor. The DOJ team was actually on its way to that meeting, but there were so many people there surrounding the building that they canceled their meeting. So we've got to continue to show up, to call it out, to protest, and commit not to work with Elon Musk, the DOJ committee, or any of these Republicans.
I would love you to come back, because I'd also like to know how members of Congress can't enter a federal building. That actually makes absolutely no sense to me, and we need to keep talking about this because none of this makes any sense. Congressman Robert Garcia, thank you very much. And up next, right now, it does feel like the courts are our only hope for reining in